All right, let's get into it. So, two-parent households cause coddling, the inability to adapt, and codependency. Single-parent households cause lower academic, financial, and professional success. It's a lot to unpack.
Initially, as the statement is written, I partially agree. The codependency part, I feel like the codependency, all depending on how the single parent household is ran, the codependency could be even worse in the single parent household. But in
I
terms
disagree
of
with this statement through and through.
yeah, nah,
What does
some wild.
got to do with two-parent household? Like what to adapt to what?
You said what?
Yeah.
I think it could be to adapt to life, to adapt to just different situations that life may throw at you.
I got you, Richie. Right? I think you two-parent household niggas. No offense to y'all, I think y'all not built for survival, bro. I think y'all not built to be out here fucked up, but y'all back against the wall. I think a lot of y'all not built for that. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple. I don't know the term. It's a couple people that have parents that may have just been not the best parents, so they done been through some shit. But most of you two-parent households not built for being out here fucked up, back is wrong. I gotta get on my own. I think that's what the question is referring to when it says coddling, inability to adapt. Y'all just used to a certain thing that if that was taken away, y'all wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
So we saying that every two-parent
But
household
does that
is
have
successful?
to do?
Like they all living good, like just because they got two parents in the house.
It's not the living good.
They're more likely to be living good.
But hold on, wait. But does it have to do with the amount of parents in the house or the actual parenting?
Right.
It looks like the amount of parents from being reading.
Because
I'm reading.
I feel like the statement is bullshit.
I don't agree with the statement because I will say for me, my brother, he's in a two-parent household with my father and my stepmom, and he's far from being cuddling. And then also when I think about single parent, I'm a single parent. Not only that, my mom was a single parent, and I went to college twice, graduated with a degree. Financially, I be holding my own shit, and on top of that, professionally, I have a career. I can retire at 50. So
let's clap for that.
So that would agree with that then, Trina, because you came from a single parent household, or would that disagree?
But
so
it says lower academic,
financial,
professional success. So you're saying it's a lower chance that person will have a greater education and financially or professionally be successful.
So do you feel like you're an exception to that, or like you feel like that's?
And I make sure my daughter is. My daughter lives in Arlington in a nice apartment. She goes to performance arts, creative arts. So yeah, hell yeah.
Trina Bennett, if you felt like you would have exception to the statement, that would make the statement.
And that would, yes, that's what I was asking. So you feel like this is a common thing in single parent households?
That might not be necessarily true, but
I don't agree with it saying that it causes low academic, financial, and professional success. You're saying that the chances is lower because it's a single parent household.
It is lower.
The chances are lower.
How?
But for me, I don't agree with that because that's not my experience.
Hold on though. I'm gonna speak on it from my experience. At the end of the day, a lot of two-parent household niggas, your parents never had to come to you and ask you for money for a bill, bro. That's the financial right there.
You said what happened? Repeat that one more time.
Like a lot of single parents, whether it be a man or a woman, you know. I'm gonna speak on my situation.
Okay.
My mother's a single mother. She don't have no other man in this household. So when she can't do it, I gotta do it.
The numbers prove what, Bo Belichick? I see your comment. The numbers prove what? He got my back.
Yeah, stats wise, yeah, for sure.
I think facts. I don't agree with it.
Stats prove what? Wait. Stats prove what? Y'all saying stats? I'm saying stats prove what? I need y'all.
That's probably what
no, I agree that in single parent households, it probably does cause lower academia and financial and professional success.
I feel like the finances is the initial thing. Like by there not being two parents in the household,
the first half of the
there's gonna be less money. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's not two parents, it's
So
not
y'all
two
saying that
incomes.
statistics, stats support the second half of the question.
Yeah,
stats
support the first half of the question.
I say from personal
saying
experience, I don't agree. From stats, I can see that being from stats, but from personal
But I know single
the
parents that
second
got their
half-
kids in private schools. Like, what does that mean?
Are y'all saying that stats support the second half of the question? The second half of the question, but there are no stats to support the first half of the question. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about the first half.
I mean, the first half is. I feel like it would be hard to put in statistical terms. I mean,
I wouldn't know. I didn't come from that, so I would not be able to really speak on that.
I mean, at the end of the day, let's talk about it, right? People in two-parent households have the option of, if this parent say no, I can run to the other parent. Single parents automatically don't have that option. Single parent kids automatically don't have that option.
Unless in that household the two parents are a unit, and what one say the other says too. It depends on the household.
But that's why I said, isn't more about
how common is that? Like, realistically,
I will hope that it's common if it's two parents in one household and you sharing a child. I will hope that you communicate when it comes to the child. If you're in the same household, like it's not like you're co-parenting, you live in the same.
I've seen it, and I feel like it's safe to say a lot of people have seen it, where it's, if one, especially with like hypothetically little girls, if mommy say no, okay, I'm just gonna go ask daddy. Like, simple as that.
All right. I'm gonna put somebody on the spot real quick before we move on. Sorry to do this. King Scuba, you did not
dun, dun, dun.
topic, right? King Scuba, you did not speak.
I'm sitting here thinking, what about the two-parent household with a father beating the shot the mother, or he a drunk, or the mother strung out on drugs and shit? So I feel like the statements that follow the parent part of these jumps could be flipped.
All right.
I feel like it could go either way.
Can I rebuttal with some ignorant shit, right? You asked me, what about if the father, if the kid in the household with a two-parent situation and the father is beating out the mother? Out of pure ignorance, right? That's what made Will Smith finally put his hands on somebody after so many years, because that's what he said. He said that I felt helpless. I felt like this my whole career. I watched somebody put their hands on my mother. I did nothing. I couldn't do nothing because I was a child. So I went through life doing a certain thing, and I couldn't defend myself. And I got to a point where I finally exploded. I didn't want to let somebody I love. It took him how many years? He grew up in that situation. He wasn't built for certain things. It took him so many years to be like, oh man, I could defend myself. You know what I'm saying? To your question, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just out of pure ignorance. I'm sorry.
I feel like
I don't think that's coddling though.
That's what
I don't think that's a two-parent. like as much as it on the surface and by literal nature, it's a two-parent household. I don't think a domestic violence household, or a household where one parent is a junkie or strung out in some form or fashion, is a two-parent household. That still breeds that same environment. Hold on. That still breeds that same environment as a single-parent household, because that child and that sober parent is going to become closer.
No, it doesn't. But sometimes when that mother watching on drugs, but sometimes she's the most loving mother ever. You know, like she's
from personal.
She's still nurturing. She's still cooking clean. But sometimes she go on the bench and be fucked up on drugs.
How common is it to have a mother or a person be strung out?
It's very common.
Be strung out. Hold on. Be strung out.
I ain't even let him finish. I ain't let the nigga finish. Y'all ain't let the nigga finish.
Because he's saying it's bullshit, man. Like, all right,
go ahead, T. Let him finish.
How is bullshit? I'm not finished. How common? Okay. How common is it to have a mother strung out on something, be an alcoholic, but she cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the household? How common is that?
I ain't let him
I just said very common. Like, even like,
fuck no, bro.
Shut the fuck, bro. That's bullshit. You sound fucking stupid,
ain't no junkie fucking washing no
That's
dishes.
bullshit.
She don't even clean the spoon she get high on, bro. Fuck no.
Come on. Come on. She didn't clean her needles, nigga.
Fuck no.
She didn't clean her needles, nigga. I done seen kids come to school with fucking Earl on their shirt because their alcoholic mother threw up on the laundry washing clothes, nigga. I done seen that.
Hey, Big Rail, he ain't say a functioning druggie or a functioning addict. He said a fucking junkie. He ain't say nothing about.
I said strung out.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't fucking doing no
functioning addicts are rare as fuck, bro.
They kid ain't going to school with no clean uniform, bro.
That's rare, bro. And like I said, bro, at the end of the day,
that uniform.
At the end of the day, I didn't. Come on, bro. Niggas be like, bro. Niggas who mothers get their ass beat. As a kid, you can't do nothing about that, bro. Mm-hmm. So you gonna go to mommy on the back end and be like then they apologizing to your mother, like, I'm sorry I couldn't defend you at the end of the day. And it's like, bro, niggas don't understand the bond of that bill, bro. That's like, regardless of that man being in that house, that is a single parent household. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Mm-hmm. That is a single parent household, bro. Cause that nigga. That man who he's supposed to be at the end of the day, bro, ain't that. He's a problem. We live with a monster. So me and mommy in this until we can get out of this. Yeah. At the end of the day. Yeah. And that's what it is, bro. And that's what it is. So at the end of the day, two parents are not. Healthy environments is healthy environments. And unhealthy environments is unhealthy environments. Mm-hmm. But I feel as though two parent households with two functioning parents, them children, as the statement says, aren't as equipped for life's challenges and adaptations. I'm gonna leave that at that. And I feel like it just falls into play because the one parent don't have two incomes to feed off of. So that kid, past a certain point, can't go to college because it can't be paid for. It all falls hand in hand, bro. Two parent household niggas with two good parents, two functioning parents, count. Them other situations that y'all talking about aren't two parent households. It's one junkie, one parent.
Okay, so what about the household with a mother not a junkie? She just don't work.
She just don't work. She getting welfare then.
Now she getting welfare then.
That's not true because my mother a stay-home mother. My father worked, pay all the bills.
Okay, yeah, he worked, pay all the bills. Yeah. So your father got a good enough job to maintain, don't he?
I'm about to roll up, bro.
Yeah. But it's not like my mother's still doing shit though. That's what Terrell was trying to say.
She's still running that
He was saying like, what if the mother don't work? Like,
did your father have to come to you and ask you for money for bills?
If he did, I don't think he would.
But did he though?
But he's not that type of nigga.
It's a yes or no question, bro.
No, he hasn't, but he's not that type of nigga.
Okay, then.
But
why?
He's not that
his
type
wife
of nigga,
was
bro.
able to handle them problems.
The way my father is, if he down bad, he gonna find a way to figure that shit out, but he's not gonna ask you, bro.
But you had two functioning parents.
I ain't gonna lie, right?
Okay, I do, but still, I'm saying it's not. You don't come to me.
So your dad.
Hold on. If there's no offense to nobody's setup at home, right? If your father is working and your mother is not working, of course he's not gonna ask you for no money because the first thing he can do is struggle. If he was really struggling, he would ask your mother to get a job.
Come on, bro.
He wouldn't ask you for money, so that wouldn't happen in a two-parent household setup that y'all describing right now. He would. Why would I ask my kids for money if I ain't?
But Thomas said that's not a two-parent household anyway. Like he said
what?
A two-parent household.
I didn't say that. You put y'all be spinning shit. I didn't say that.
He said
I was talking about the junkies. I did not say that, bro.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
I did not say that. I was talking about. I said strung out. I said strung out. Junkies, alcoholics, bro. I never said nothing about a stay-at-home.
He was saying that. He was saying that you get love for one parent,
your
and
only
both parents
job
are there,
is
but
to take care of the
one
household.
parent, not a two-parent household. That's what he was saying.
Like, bro, if you a stay-at-home mom, your only job is to take care of the household, bro. So like Pops got the financial, you got the at home.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, again, not to offend nobody. I feel like if you got one stay-at-parent household, that make the first statement even more true in my eyes. The other parent job is to do all the shit that the first statement is saying. That's just my opinion. Can we move on? Y'all want to argue that too?
I argue.
No, I feel like the stats are the stats. Ultimately, it boils down to the individual to make their own life. Ultimately, that's what it boils down to. There's people
that's
in
a fact.
Single parent household that'll make themselves very successful. There's people in a that we're in a dual parent household where they're not coddled, nothing like that. You know what I mean? It boils down to the individual, but statistically wise, yeah, the statement could be true. Statistically wise,
I feel like this is true, and I don't even know why they commenting this. I don't know what was said that made them comment this, but I feel like this is fucking true. I ain't gonna lie, so I'm gonna post it. But we're gonna move on.